that we get sponsors. And I must say that Mr. and Mrs. Jochi has really put in a lot into this. Going around making calls. We are looking for sponsors. We are believing that they will come through. But in the meantime, Yvonne has not given up. She's turned every purse, and I'm sure with Mr. Jochi's permission, of course. So we are grateful to Think Thrice for making this happen. Most of the girls are already key influencers already. If you watch last season, they went out, and wherever they found themselves, they are really impacting with the skills that they learned. We are believing that these 22 are also going out. In fact, they've started showing signs already. Some of them helped us even create our pages, designed stuff. Okay, so before they even graduate, they are already showing a lot of good feedback, right? So, girls, keep it up. I keep telling them that their daughters will come and watch this. So, in the next 20 years, you'll be proud pioneers of Excel Our Girls, right? Yes, so thank you, parents. Thank you, friends. Thank you, colleagues, for making this happen. I also like to acknowledge the team that is behind Finest Skills Hub. I couldn't do this alone, honestly. Finest Skills Hub is a very popular name out there. It is ably supported by a team of 8. So Mr. Enes Abuaje is here. Yes, we have Ms. Na Yako Yate. So what I'm mentioning, he's CA Sima, and also a banker at ABSA. Now he's also a SQL expert. And then I also like to acknowledge especially Mr. Daniel Owusu Yeboah. Daniel has done a fantastic job. So, I mean, we all have our expertise. So Daniel is the app sheet man. And he's been very hands-on with the ladies right from week 1. Comes to the office frustrated. Why are they not getting this right and all those things? They keep calling him and all. Daniel, well done. Congratulations, well done. Yes. Yes. And then there's Osbert. Osbert is my main man when it comes to logistics and all that. I mean, you will not be surprised when you see him. So thank you, Osbert, for helping put this together. We are grateful. Then, those who are not able to join us, we have Ferdinand Atobra, and then Dewenga Amenonka and Preslaba. They will be joining us soon. So thank you very much, and our student coordinators as well, Eben, David, and the team that is here to support us. We are grateful. I wish you all the best, all the teams. Enjoy your session. Thank you.
Mr. Boateng, thank you very much. And since we are acknowledging each and everyone here, distinguished guests, a round of applause for yourselves. Thank you. I also like to go into our sponsors for Excel Our Girls Season 2. And I'd like to start with Adventure Capital Partners. A round of applause for them. BNFT, City News, City TV, Ms. Helen Okoye, UK, United Kingdom, Ms. Ruth Ayite, UK, and then Mrs. Seriam Mufori Atta, right here in Ghana. A round of applause for them. Sponsorship is essential to carry on with the project, ladies and gentlemen. So, as much as we're looking for sponsors to continue to join us and be with us as long as we want to go, and since you're here, our distinguished guest, I'm also calling on you. You can start today. This is personally from me, not from them, but this is coming from me. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with our teams. But before we do that, I'd like to introduce our teams to all of you. There's a special name attached to the colors that you're seeing this afternoon. And I'm going to start with Team Green. They happen to be the go-getters. A round of applause for them. And then we have Team Blue. They also happen to be the data moguls. Oh, tech heroes. All right, so let's go with that for them, ladies and gentlemen. We have Team Yellow, and they happen to be the Datos Renas. I hope I get that one correct. Gatos Renas. All right. Thank you very much. A round of applause for them, please, ladies and gentlemen. And then Team Red is the Data Demystifiers. Jaspers. All right, Jaspers. All right. A round of applause for all our teams, ladies and gentlemen. I was here last year, and some of the names over here represent the teams that came in. So I sort of assumed that we're going to go with the same thing. But then this season too, it's a different name that has been given to the teams, and I'm just getting to know or understand the pronunciation of some of the names here. So please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much. We are going to start with Team Green. Please, a round of applause for them.
Hello?
If I happen to ask what society, organization, or group you belong to, I'm definitely I'd get a majority of us here belonging to at least 2 or more groups or societies. It could be a student association you are part of. It could be a professional body you are affiliated to, or even a church, a local church you belong to. Maslow's third hierarchy of needs addresses the need for love and belonging, or social connection. And this is the premise upon which our app is built. Ease is a template app that can be customized or tailor-made to suit the specific needs of any organization, society, or group. My name is Antonia, and
I'm Lorinda.
I'm Ernestina.
I'm Marie.
I'm Sandra. Victoria, and we are
Team Green, the Go-Getters. Millions of apps have been developed and are still being developed since the evolution of smartphones. However, we identified that most of these apps are highly centered on satisfying customer needs, like the bank apps, the food apps, and the transportation apps we have on our phones. Our Ease app is designed to satisfy all these customer needs, and as well as address about 90% of all administrators' needs, like tracking procurement, making business analysis, and even tracking daily transactions at just the tap of a button. Vicky, over to you.
Just as there's no business without customers, there's no app without users. So I'm here to take us through the user interface of the Ease app. With our Ease app, members of the organization are able to sign on to the app by clicking on the link. The link takes them to fill a form, which includes their first names, surnames and other names, occupation, date of birth, and other relevant information. After registration, the app users are able to view their profile, which contains their personal details, as you can see at any time. Also, we have a chat button, which gives the app users direct access to interact with the administrators of the organization. We also have unique features on our app, which leads the app users directly to the social media platforms of the organization, such as Instagram and Facebook. Also, our app has a special clocking feature, which enables the app users to key in their attendance during every meeting they attend of the organization. Our app also gives access to the app users in order to be able to access other features such as submit and complete and daily motivational messages to encourage and keep them going. And the most fascinating amongst them all is that our app gives a platform where the app users are able to socialize, interact, and chat amongst themselves. Is that not beautiful?
Yes, it is.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy more beautiful sceneries from the app.
Now, as an admin of a social group, tell me, do you want to be like the frustrated young man seated there with a lot of user details to input in his books? Or do you want to be in a group where you are simply not updated with events and announcements should you miss meetings? Or do you want to be like the group head who simply doesn't even know if the group is making progress or not? No. Think about these scenarios as I walk you through the administrative phase of the app. With the Ease app, taking the first scenario, the admin would not have to key in the user details one after the other. However, after the user has input his or her details, it automatically goes to the user's dashboard where the admin is able to know the total number of males and females in the group and also know the details of each member in the group. Simple and less stressful, right? Now, let me catapult you into the solution for the next scenario. With this, there is the events dashboard where the admin inputs relevant events and announcements for the user to view. So there won't be a case where, oh, I forgot this announcement, I forgot this event, so I'll not be able to come. So the user will be able to know the relevant events and announcements using the Ease dashboard. Now, how do we track the growth of a social group using the Ease app? This brings me to the third scenario. There are several ways to track the growth of the group using the Ease app. Here is a finances dashboard where the admin is able to know the total income that has been received by the organization or by the group, and also know the total expenditures that has been incurred by the organization using the Ease app. Sandra, kindly do us the honors and take us through another way to track the growth of the group using the Ease app.
In every social group, it is necessary to know how the group is faring in terms of its growth. That is why we have designed an Ease dashboard which will be used in tracking this growth. This dashboard consists of the total attendance of the social group and also helps in analyzing the total cash inflows and outflows for a period. We also have slicers which will be used to easily interact the finances of the social group. That is income and expenditure, and other categories such as membership dues, honorarium, projects, and welfare. But Maria, what if I want to purchase the app? How much do I pay for it, or what are the payment methods or conditions?
Well, before I answer my colleague's question, I would like to take you through our business case. This business case is the lifeblood of our Ease app. It is made up of our key partners. We have banks, telcos, or fintech companies. We have our market target, as you already know, companies, social groups, or even a church. We then have our key resources. This is where we obtain our main information or data in developing the app, which the company will have to provide for us. We have the IT systems, the tech support system, and intellectual properties. We have a way of obtaining or targeting our market, our customers. This is through website or business-to-business approach. However, we are very decided in making our app well known to everyone, and we are ready to do it through advertisements or special events. This is a cost that will incur in us developing your app. Research costs, we have development costs, or even administrative costs. However, our revenue streams are different. We have the fee for upgrades, processing fees, or even subscription fees. Now, to answer my colleague's question, in Spanish, we have a phrase which says, no hay almuerzo gratis en ningún lugar, which means there's no free lunch anywhere. To that, the app will have a registration and customizing fee of $500. For the first 10 people of the app will be free for them. The next 100 people, subscription fee, the company will have to pay. You can choose to do it monthly, a sum of $50, mid-yearly, a sum of $250, or annually, $500. So then, the cycle continues. So, someone might ask, how will the Ease app be customized to suit an organization like the church? I would like my colleague Lorenda to take us through that.
Customizing an app for a church will require us maintaining, adding, or changing certain features on the template app Ease. For instance, that's a church app over there. So the prayer request will be, the submit a complaint will be changed to prayer request. Members can send their prayer requests over here. The clock-in feature will be changed to attendance, where members are expected to key in their attendance as any church program they attend. The daily motivation will be changed to daily devotional as displayed on the screen. The About view of the church will display the vision and mission statement of the church. In every church, there are departments, so there is a special feature known as departmental members, where each user will be able to know the number of members there and will be able to get the details of the members there. Just imagine, I know someone will be wondering, what if I don't visit the app? How am I supposed to know what's going on? With this app, it will be made such that members will be notified through their emails immediately. Events, announcements, and daily motivation is updated. With this app, you never miss out.
Okay, so having taken you through the specifics of the Ease app, the focus is to redesign, or if possible, come up with something new for every organization or company to use. In the redesigning of the app for, say, a manufacturing firm, the app structure will take into account sections like inventory count, procurement, equipment, HR, payroll, and all other sections of the organization. So we aim to use a single app to satisfy all the needs of every functional area in the organization and enhance a seamless flow of information across board. For more information on our Ease app, kindly contact us on our various social media platforms, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to all our posts on our platforms. Ease,
The convenient way. Choose ease, choose
convenience. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're go-getters showing us their app, Ease app. And I was wondering when they got to the church part where, let's say, I want to pay my tithe or collection. Where are we going to do that? Can we still have that on the app? Is it possible to have that on the app? Oh, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering or asking yourself whether they were the ones that built this app, I would say to you that yes, each one of them. So a round of applause for them. They were taught how to do it, and this is what they came up with. So you can imagine if you brought your daughter to Skills Hub and then think thrice for this training, and she can do something like that. Assuming an organization buys this app for $1 million. Don't you think we'll all be smiling? Yeah, we will. All right, so a round of applause for them for the last time, ladies and gentlemen. Go-getters, thank you very much. You may now take your seat, please. Should I allow the judges? Yes, let me go over to the judges. I'm sure that they have comments. And I'll start with Mr. Dochi.
Thank you very much, girls. Very good presentation. I do have some comments to make. In fact, myself and the other judges haven't conferred just yet, but I'm sure they'll have their comments and additions to make on your presentation and the app as a whole. For me, I thought it was very good visuals in terms of the app itself. I think you're using very good state-of-the-art UI, user interface, which is nice. I'm not sure how much of that was the actual functionality or whether it was screenshotted. Is that the app working, or is that as they would call mugshots of what it should look like? Or was that the actual app functioning, working? Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, then I think it was excellent. I think the visuals were good. One thing I would have liked to have heard right from the very beginning was more of a problem statement, to tell me what the actual problem is that you're solving. I did have a little bit of insight into what you were doing, so I had some clues. But I think what would have been useful for myself, and I'm sure others, would have been actually, this is the problem that we are aiming to, this is the problem that exists, and this is how we go about solving it with the app or creating the app. That's my number one. The one other question, well, I have a lot of questions, but the one key question I think was, I saw some numbers come up in terms of the pricing model.
Not to cut you, but then
Sure.
she seems to have an answer for what she was saying.
Okay. That's fine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dochi.
Yeah.
So the main, I believe that we mentioned the main problem, but maybe it wasn't exquisitely stated. Yes, so the main problem about this app is that most of the apps we have on our phones are highly centered on satisfying customer needs. Like when you take the bank apps, the design, everything is for mostly customer friendly, because most companies say customer is
King.
Customer is
first.
king. Yes,
Okay.
customer is first, or customer is king. Yes. However, the Ease app would coordinate all of these other users of the app for customers, and as well as address most of the pressing needs of administrators. So when you look at most companies have this integrated systems where they have to open so many softwares and do so many things on the softwares, get information here. However, with the app, everything is constructed into the app. So you just, at the top of a button, you have information at your disposal. At the top of a button, the administrator can just go in there and do whatever he wants to do. That is the problem
She wants to add up.
Okay, so I also added a problem. That is the animations I was showing. So this is like a manual way of actually inputting data. So for an organization or a group that doesn't have an app, the Ease app is actually going to help them to be able to just, I don't know, but then the admin would not have to key in the user details by himself. So this is a problem that a lot of organizations or a lot of social groups are facing. So when the user automatically inputs the details into the Ease app, the admin is also able to gain hands-on knowledge on the total number of users in the social group. And then also, usually, let me just use an example. Usually when we go to church and then there's announcements that has been made, like sometimes I even forget some of the announcements that has been made. So one problem that the Ease app will solve is that the admin will be able to input the relevant announcements that maybe will be said during a social group or that will be announced during any gathering. So the user will be able to just go to the Ease app and then go to the announcements or the events dashboard so that he or she will be able to know the announcements and then the events that has been posted there. That will solve the problem of, the user saying that, I've forgotten this announcement, so I'll not be there. Yes.
Thank you for that response.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Madam Ifya, let's find out from you your comments.
Okay, so I must admit that I'm very impressed. And first, the delivery. Okay, everyone seemed to know what they were talking about.
Thank you.
That was impressive. And but my first concern, which Komla mentioned, was the problem statement should be very defined, because people will buy if you solve the problem. So we've had several iterations of what you're trying to solve, but it's not crisp enough. So are you solving an administrative problem? Are you solving a financial problem? It has to be crisp. And I belong to several groups, and we do WhatsApp, we do Treasurer, we do whatever. But this, I see, it has great potential. It wasn't clear how much the app will cost, because the different levels were not that, it wasn't clear. Is this app going to cost me $1,000 to register 1,000 people, or that wasn't clear.
How much? Just say the amount.
$500 for registration and customization.
Oh, okay, $500 for registration.
So it's a cycle thing. The more people have in your organization, so you will be paying. So we have registration and customizing. That is, we will make the app to suit to your organization, and that will cost you only $500. Like when you start, for the registration for us to handle it, it's $500. So the first 10 people will be free. The app will be free for them. So if it's administrators you want to add, it's going to be free for them. So the next 100, let's say your organization has 200 people. So the next 100 people, you can choose to pay their subscription to the app through $50 monthly.
That is quite an expensive app, because if I administer an alumni association, I'm looking at least 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And so why would I choose to do this the Ease way as opposed to do a Google form that I send and let people register? So the solution, I guess, would have to match the audience. And I must also admit that it seems your range of how do you call it? Your range of offerings and who you're targeting seems a little limited, because I've seen a lot of church. And in the real world, you have to be able to tell me that I am doing this to solve this problem that is going to get you this revenue. And church isn't necessarily a revenue generating this thing, because it doesn't lead to, apart maybe it will lead to religious development, but there has to be something more concrete. So if you come in and you say, we are solving this problem in the agric sector to build a broad base of, it has to be real. It has to be real. But I'm very impressed, I must say it. I'm very impressed, and I like the delivery. It's everybody knows what they're talking about.
Thank you very much, Madam Efia. Madam Jocelyn, please.
So for me, wonderful presentation. I was quite blown away. But my question was the fact that I saw lots of data, people's private information. So what are you doing about data privacy? Because I'm sure you know that it's very key. And it's important that we take a look at that on any app that we have. So what do you have in terms of data privacy and protecting everybody's data?
So with the data that you have seen for each user, so it's only the admins that will be able to see every user's information. And also it depends even the department. So if, like we say, it's a company and we have human resource department, so the human resource manager obviously will have to see the details of each member of his department. It's not like a user will come in and will see the details of the other users. It can happen. So it's about seeing something.
Okay. Please, I would like to also add something shortly. When in the delivery of our presentation, yes, if you look closely, the app shows where a user enters his details. So when you choose the option as a user, what you see, the details you see is different from what the admin also sees. So admin sees so much more than what the user will see. And the user cannot see other users' details or information. The only thing he can do is there's a group chat session where they can interact amongst themselves regardless of, so aside that, the only thing the user can do is to send information about him or herself into the app. And then the admins are the ones who do much of the things on the app. Yeah.
So I'll just take it a step further, because you guys are doing coding and all that stuff. So I'm actually thinking about the back end. How are you protecting my data, even from the admin person who you've given access to?
Do you mean we, the developers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is where we come in. With the Ease app, it's actually a template app. So it will be customized for every organization. So it's unique to your company. It is unique to your company. You see that? So when your company comes to us to get the app, the structure and everything will be designed to suit your particular company. And then the data that you have, I mean, as developers, we are not going to use your data it's just for your company. It's specific to your company. Yes. So I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, I think you have, but then to a point. What she was simply asking is data, personal details. These are for me. I don't want anybody to see it. How are you as a developer going to protect it on this very app? I'm sure that is the question. Yes, that is what she's asking. Do you get it now?
Okay.
Because we don't want intrusions. Yes, outside intrusions.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So there's a database for every app, the app we are creating. So if every company consults us, there's a database for them, specifically made for them, and it goes into that database, the Google Sheet, where all those informations are in. Yes. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, judges. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the confidence alone in explaining the Ease app, it's enough for us to give them a round of applause. It goes a long way for you and I to appreciate the training that you're going through. It's working. Whether it's 60%, 70, 80%, they're already there. So go get us a round of applause for them. And please, you may take your seat. Apparently, it's a no-code app, so I just said it for you. Thank you, Go Get Us. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Dean of the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Justice Bawale. He's right in front of us. Thank you for joining us. And we are ready to join you and be part of your school. I'm talking about the Skills Hub and then Think Thrice. Should we bring the proposal? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we're going to continue with our teams, ladies and gentlemen. And this time, we're going to invite the tech heroes for their presentation. Team Blue, a round of applause for them.
Hello, Gifty.
Hello, Nadia.
Hello, Gifty. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing so well.
How's business going?
Business? Business is very great. Can't you see how good I'm looking? Look at my back. I've grown in my business, so I'm selling so well.
Wow.
Look at my product. And you, Gifty, how is business?
Business is very bad. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Things are not going on well.
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry. I did not mean to brag. But hey, tell me, what's happening? Why is business bad? Like, your products are very good, though. Your bags are so nice. What's happening? Tell me.
I make the product all right, but I'm not even getting market for my product.
You are not getting market? Why? Wait, what are you using to advertise your products? What are you using to brand your products? Like, which marketing platforms are you using? Because I don't understand.
The normal Instagram and WhatsApp. What again?
That's why now. Instagram. No. I don't want to bash those apps, but really, Instagram. As for me, I'm there, but just my body. Because my spirit and my soul. I can't remember the last time I made a sale from Instagram. But I'm making money. Gifty, I'm making good cash. I'm selling my product. Do you know what I'm using?
Tell me.
You're the only one I've seen in this campus. Even people out of campus are using it now. People out of campus are using this app, Gifty.
Which app are you talking about?
Craft Connect. Don't you know Craft Connect? CC. Craft Connect is the digital marketing platform for artisans. Only artisans. In short, it is the boat for artisans.
Wow.
All of the artisans are there. Artisans like also, we have beaders, painters, electricians, plumbers. We are all there and we are making money. Good money, Gifty.
So tell me, did the customers keep coming back?
Our customers, as for me, my customers are always coming back. I have plenty customers. People even refer me. I'm making money, Gifty. Good money. And first of all, they have the ratings feature, right? So my ratings, they are high. When customers go to the app, obviously, my list, will appear up. So they place their orders. I don't have any problem. I'm making money, Gifty.
What about price bargaining? How do you do it on the app?
Price bargaining. Oh, Gifty. Very easy. I'm telling you, it is so easy. Once a request is placed, like someone will ask for me to make them a bag or something, I'll just call the person and we'll negotiate the terms. As for me, I like money. So before you start your product, you have to pay like 50% of what the total amount, and then upon delivery, you give me the rest, and I'll ask you to rate me, because the product obviously will be very nice. Gifty, this app, I'm making money, I'm making money. I'm sure next year, by the grace of God, I'll support my parents in paying my school fees at uni. I'm a big girl, Gifty. Next year, I will be a big girl on campus. Do you know how much I made last month? Do you know how much I made last month from Craft Connect? 5,000 CDs.
Wow.
5,000 CDs from selling my products on Craft Connect.
You have to show me this app you are talking about. Show me this app.
You're my friend. Come, let me show you. You're my friend. You can't be poor. Let me show you. Where's my phone? Can't be poor when you're my friend. So, this is it. This is my profile on the app.
So that's your ratings.
I told you now, my ratings are 4. This month, I'll have 5 ratings. So it's easy. These are the registration details, just your name, phone number, and the rest.
Wow, you mean you make all those beautiful products?
I make them all. All of these products are mine. These are my products, all of them. Oh, sorry. Please, we are having some technical issues. Once we are talking there, they are supposed to be demonstrating. If you permit us for a while. Thank you. So this is our app. This is my profile. You've seen it. Everything there is just like easy. And
these are your products?
Yes, they are. Oh, my bags are so nice. I've really grown, Gifty. Look at. You see this bag here? The sales I made from this bag. Customers kept on coming for it. Oh, Gifty. Did you hear that sound?
Yeah.
I think I got a request.
Just now?
Just now, Craft Connect for you. Gifty, I told you, right? I can make this bag, Gifty. I'm telling you, this bag, I saw the fabric at Mokola Market. I'm going to make it. Oh, Mr. Joseph. I'm going to place his order. Gifty, I'm going to place his order right now. I'm going to call him. I'll charge him a lot, too. It's very urgent. So I'll call Mr. Joseph right now. Hello, Mr. Joseph. Yes, please. Yes, I'll deliver it to you. I've seen that you need it by Wednesday, right? Yes, thank you. Just 250 cedis. Please pay, yes, 125. Thank you so much. Please, when I deliver your product, please rate me. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Gifty.
Nadia.
Gifty. Do you know how much I charged?
No, tell me.
Do you know? 250 cedis.
Wow, you mean right now you're making 250 cedis from the app?
Yes.
You have to sign me up on this app. Oh.
I will. Calm down. Let me accept my request. Let me just accept it. So to accept your request, you just go here, and then you click on accept. That's it. So now let's sign you up on the app. Bring your phone in. So this is the process. You've seen register with us as an artisan and register with us as a customer. Since you're an artisan, you have to go to the artisan platform. So you have to click there. And these are the details. Very easy. Just your name, profile picture.
Ghana card. Why do they need Ghana card on this app?
For security purposes. So why do you think our customers keep coming back? They trust our products. Gifty, this Ghana card thing, I don't like it at the beginning, but right now, it's making money from you. You can't steal on this app. There's no 419. Everything is interrelated. So, Crafts Connect, it will bring you plenty money.
Wow. So tell me, when you're using this app, is it free to use?
Free? For the Crafts Connect, it's the best thing that happened to me. This app is free. Let me just say, so it's free. For the first 3 months, you don't have to pay anything, and you make good monies. And then after that, you just have a small subscription fee of 5 cedis. But what is 5 cedis? 5 cedis when you're making 5,000 cedis like me, it's not a problem. I will pay any day, any time. These people are really helping us.
Wow.
So the description on your product, what's it?
I make designer beaded bags.
Designer beaded bags. You're a big girl, and you're not making money. Don't bother. You're you shine. Gifty. Only 2 years of working experience. You've been doing these things since SHS. Stop humbling yourself too much like that. We are almost done with the registration. No? Just key in your location. Okay.
Just like that, I'm now on the app.
You're on the app, oh, my sister. It's so easy to do it. One more thing. You have to upload your pictures.
Really? I can upload my pictures on the app?
Yes! We have everything here, and it's not like Instagram that you have to write so many comments under your pictures. This one is easy. And you just need to put, like, catchy pictures. Gifty. Wait, I don't see your bags.
Yes, I'm not getting customers.
Wait, I've seen a pink bag there. I like it, Show me, go to gallery. That one, how much is it?
200 cedis.
Only? I'll be your first customer on Crafts Connect. Gifty. This bag is so nice. See, now that you're on CCA, you get customers. See, no more problems again for you. That's it now.
Thank you, Nadia. You saved my business.
Oh, I'm your friend. Once you're my friend, you can't be poor in this life. Gifty, let me hurry up here. Let me hurry up and go and, start working on my request. I just got right now. We have IAs next week. Bye, Gifty.
Bye, Nadia.
Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the short skit by my team members demonstrating how our app, Crafts Connect, works. So as team members, when we were tasked to build an app for our capstone project, we decided to build an app that would tackle the socio-economic problem of unemployment, specifically skilled labor with focus on artisans. So basically, in case you're still wondering, Crafts Connect is an app that brings together artisans of different categories onto a single platform. We can talk about the likes of painters, beaders, beauticians, nail techs, and a lot more. Further, artisans on this platform are connected to customers who will require their services. Isn't that so thoughtful of us? So here on my screen, we have a graphical representation of how our app works. So we have a user or a customer on one end who actually goes through our app and sends a request to an artisan whose service he or she is interested in. The artisan here receives a notification via SMS and email on the nature of the request. If the artisan is interested in the request, he goes ahead to accept or decline the request and further calls the customer to find out more details about the request and also make negotiations and further make payments if they arrive at a decision. So at this point, I would like to highlight unique features of Crafts Connect. First off, it's easy to navigate. I mean, you do not require any special skill or level of education to use our app. And for safety, you are required to sign up with your Ghana card. Hence, customers using this app are highly secured. And convenience, I mean, you can have access to Crafts Connect anywhere and anytime on your smartphone. Okay. And to one of my personal favorite feature, the rating feature. Customers get the chance to rate the services of an artisan after they are done with their negotiation and payment. I mean, this helps us to know which artisan is doing well on the platform and has good customer feedback. So moving forward, what's the plan for Crafts Connect? In the medium to long-term run, we have plans of strengthening our app security. We decide to partner with regulators and authorities in the country to validate every artisan who signs up onto our platform using their Ghana card. And secondly, even though this is a social project, we plan on generating revenue from our app. The first revenue model we'll be employing will come from the subscription fee. With the subscription fee, every artisan will be required to pay a subscription fee of 5 Ghana cedi every month. This will come after they've enjoyed 3 months free subscription fee. And secondly, the commission model. We are going to be charging 5% commission on every successfully completed request via our platform, just 5% of commission fee. And also, we plan on expanding our target audience. Currently, we have 5 artisan categories on our platform who are actually artisans on our platform. But the plan is to add more artisan categories to expand our customer base and also reach out to more customers and users. This will be made possible by going hard on advertisements and also promoting the app to create more app awareness for Crafts Connect. So at this point, I'd like to call on my colleague now to introduce to us the analytical part of our app called the dashboard.
Thank you, Rahel. I think we can all agree that in the running of any business or company, decisions are made almost every day. But however, making these decisions without any reference to existing data may lead to a catastrophe. With this in mind, we created this interactive dashboard. With this dashboard, we are able to monitor the status of the app from its conception till date. This allows us to make decisions that will be beneficial to the app, its partners, and stakeholders. And for example, the type of decisions we can make. If we look on the screen, we got, as we all know, February is heralded as the month of love. So we find people buying gifts and items for their loved ones. And we saw this reflect in our app, where we had a drastic increase compared to the other months of the year. in the number of requests and sales made to our artisans. Sorry. Many other decisions and problems identified can be solved by observing and analyzing this dashboard. Thank you.
Thank you very much now for that very wonderful dashboard. And to our final bit, we would like one of you in the audience to try out our app. We want you to sign up onto our app as a customer. So any volunteer, okay, lady over there. Please, a round of applause for her as she comes up to sign up onto our app. So we'll guide her throughout the sign-up process. So you select register as a customer, input your first name, the other name, your surname, your email, her phone number, we'll skip the profile picture bit for now, then we select the gender, and finally the location. Then we save the profile. So we save, and that is it. Very fast, very easy as that. So this is the home page where you see the rest of the artisans that will be available moving forward. Thank you very much, Audrey, for signing up. So we hope to have more of you signing up onto our platform. My name is Marilyn, and my team members are Nadia, Gifty, Rahel, and Na. This has been Tech Heroes with Crafts Connect. Thank you very much.
Tech Heroes, thank you. Thank you, Tech Heroes. And in their presentation, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of acting here and there, and you know, taking some of you through nostalgic moments where Yvonne Nelson and Yvonne Okoro playing a role for you in the areas of marketing and PR. Thank you very much, Tech Heroes. We're going to go to our able judges to give them the opportunity to speak on your presentation. Mr. Dochi.
Thank you, Gracie. Thank you very much, Tech Heroes. Very nice use of the skit, role play. Very good. I think it allowed everybody to immerse themselves in what was really happening. So there wasn't really any doubt as to what the problem was, which I think was great, fantastic, well done. I also liked the simplicity of the app. What I would say is that the UI perhaps needs a bit more work. It's simple, which is great, but I think you can apply a bit more effort in getting that UI, the user interface, a bit more up there. I'm sure with a bit more time and effort, you can get to that. I don't know, any comments on that?
So our app is targeting artisans, and some of them are like very educated, and some of them are not very educated. So we wanted something which is easy for everybody to like navigate through it. Also, what we had as a pre-recorded video did not really show all of the features. We also have features like the notification feature, where when an artisan gets a request, he's immediately alerted. So we really try to stick a bit to the user-friendly and easy-to-use part based on our target market. But thank you so much for the advice.
Sure.
We'll try working on that.
Sure.
Thank you.
That's great. And then the last bit I was going to say was that you mentioned painters, you know, and okay, it's great buying a handbag on an environment like this or an app like this, But if I registered as a painter, what kind of interaction would happen? I paint. So what? How do we fulfill that engagement? You know, I'm providing a service. Is it that I'm going to come to the house to do an assessment and then give a quotation? How does that work? Number one. Number two, there was not much discussion about fulfillment, the fulfillment side of your business. How do I deliver my product? Is it free? Do I collect? You know, those kind of things, I think it'd be good to think about as well. You don't necessarily have to comment on what I've said, but certainly things that you should bear in mind going forward. That's it from my side.
Can I just so everyone is clear on the app. So basically, we are like the platform. We are linking the customers to the artisans. So they decide on their negotiations and their agreement. Of course, we are going to give them some level of security by us having the Ghana card there and a way for customers to send feedback as well as artisans. But we are not legally bound to. We make that known to the users of our app. So we are just like a connecting platform from both the artisans and the customers. So they'll decide, during their negotiation, they'll decide on how the goods will be delivered to them. You gave an example about the painters. So for example, you're a painter, and then I am requesting from you your service. So we'll decide if you come to my place or my house or my building, so you see the environment, how much you can cost for the quotation, as you mentioned. And then the negotiations comes after that. So basically, Crafts Connect is just the digital marketing platform.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, one question. So many one questions. We've all used Uber. I use Uber a lot to get around town. And there are guys who say, let's do off-trip. Yeah? So if I'm a painter and I want to do off-trip, how are you going to make any money?
Okay.
Because I go to the person's house, you've now connected me with an interested party. I know he's keen. The money I've quoted is suitable for him. Why do I need to now use your platform now that you've linked us together? I'd like to see maybe more of the analytics, looking at how many people are doing off-trip as part of their activity. So that's it from.
Well,
okay.
I think maybe it's something to think about.
Yeah. Okay, so you have the mic and then speak the way you foresaw. So just have the mic and then speak. Because the point is, those of you here, you're not so sure of answering the question, and she's so sure because she can see. So why don't you go ahead, please? Let's do this quickly.
So I can give one of my team members.
You know, we are working with time, so please.
So we foresaw that, actually. That's a very brilliant question. When it comes to getting the artisans back on the app, and getting the customers to continue using our app, that's why we developed the ratings feature. Because unless you make a request to our app, and unless the request is accepted through our app, the customers can rate you. And if you're on our app as an artisan with a very low rating, obviously you won't attract customers. So you'll just be there like a figurehead rule. So that was like what we used to, like a measure to make the customers keep coming back and to make the artisans remain faithful users. Thank you.
So, I'm very impressed, and I think it's a great app. What I like a lot about this app is its simplicity, because when you're talking about our marketplace here in Ghana, you have over 70% is informal, and out of that 70%, you have a literacy rate, a digital literacy rate, which is way lower than that. Again, I think this app is situated in a literate environment, because I think you're talking more about university and sort of like a campus setting. I would like to see this app in a rural area somewhere that is aggregating produce, that is being able to tell people that, okay, we have 5,000 kilos or 5,000 tons of maize somewhere, and look for markets for that. You know, that is solving development issues. And we should apply ourselves in hitting, even though the Craft Connect definitely has that draw, you hit a larger developmental market when you go where the issues are. So we won't be sitting in a crowd buying yam for 13 cedis a tuber when it's 5 cedis somewhere in Teshiman. So let's open our environment. Let's open our scope of reach so that we can have a larger impact. Because that's what the bags there, if we are on campus and we are buying the bags, we'll buy the bags. But let's look at a larger landscape where we can have a larger impact.
Thank you so much, Madam. That's why we need stakeholders like you to give us advice on our app. We appreciate that. We will look at.
Are you at the University of Ghana?
No.
What school?
I'm done with school.
Okay. What course did you pursue?
Accounting.
Okay. You should add marketing. Let's go. You should add marketing. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Craft Connect. That's the name. Oh, don't go yet. Oh, come on. I want to give you the opportunity to work like Her Majesty.
Like tech heroes.
Yeah, tech heroes. All right. So, tech heroes, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to us the Craft Connect. Thank you very much. You may now take your seat. Please, my microphones, bring them to me. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to invite Team 3 for the next presentation, and the color is yellow. And they have a special name. Is it Datos Reyners? Yeah, Datos Reyners. All right. Datos Reyners. Oh, okay, Spanish for Data Queens. Please, let's welcome them.
According to Abraham Maslow, an American psychologist, after a human ascertained basic needs of food, water, and clothing. One desires to attain safety and security needs, one of such being a place to lay their head. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Datos Renas,
Rent Technocrats,
and we are here to offer one of the many solutions for one to get a place to lay their head. Angela, give us more statistics.
Thank you very much, Selina. Yeah, truly, rent is a very crucial problem in the lives of most Ghanaians. But when it comes to the people of Accra, it is truly unpleasant. With an average, with at least 5 million people living in the Greater Accra region, there is a rental market of at least 37.5% when it comes to Accra alone, the urban side of Accra. This is why we as Daughters Renas have decided to focus more attention and pay more attention on rent, having more accessibility to rent in Ghana. I would therefore give the microphone to my colleague to give more details on this matter.
So, just recently, when our team decided to build this app to combat the aforementioned problem, we decided to conduct a survey in order to connect with various tenants to hear their stories. We noticed that agents have been dealing in very bad faith with these tenants. An individual paid for an apartment only to find out he had paid for a kiosk. What? Can you imagine? Rent is truly a headache in Accra. That's why we as Datos Renas decided to come up with a possible solution. I would therefore like to invite Josephine and Laurentia to shed more light on this app.
Thanks, Amma. Space Agents is our solution. Space Agents is an online marketing platform where we connect prospective tenants to landlords. Space Agents is available via application software AppSheet. You can download AppSheet on Google Play or Play Store. As a word of precaution, please note that Space Agents does not own any of the properties listed on our app. You can think of us as your more secure, reliable, and faster agents. I'll welcome my digital assistant, Alexa, to help me register as a landlord, whilst my colleague, Laurentia, registers as a tenant. Once you have access to Space Agents, you have a view of our beautiful home screen as displayed on the screen. At the click of the menu button, the landlord profile form will be displayed where you fill in with your personal details, such as your name and contact. We would like to stay in touch with you. After this form is saved, you have access to your profile view where you will see all the details that you entered earlier. After this, you have access to the listings form where you fill in with the details of the property you want to list on the app. We would also like to know some amenities you have available at your location, such as water, Wi-Fi, and other amenities such as nearby hospitals, schools, and pharmacies. Once this form is saved, it will be pending our verification. Why our verification? We want to ensure that all details listed on the app are as they are, and our agents, which is as the administrators of the app, go to the site, inspect the place, make you sign the contracts to agree to the terms and conditions of our app before your app is listed on our platform. Once your app is verified, prospective tenants will have access, and it will pop up in the listings, property listings, where prospective tenants can search. I'll introduce my colleague Laurentia to register as a tenant.
Wondering how you register as a tenant on our app? The process is simple. My assistant Laurentia will take us through the process. There is a tenant profile form in the menu bar where prospective tenants fill in with their details. Tenants then get access to all available properties listed on the app. If you want a place to stay for a long or a short term, there are available spaces for you. And if you want a place for your event, all you have to do is to click on one event tab, which will display various details of the event space. Just as displayed on the screen, we have pictures of various views of the event space, price to be paid, amenities the event space has, such as Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and water, and a Google map embedded in the app to show you the exact area the event space is located. Interested tenants can go ahead to book a visit via this form. This form will be sent to Space Agent for a visit to be scheduled.
Wow, this looks exciting.
But how do you fund and sustain the app?
Hey, Abigail, always thinking about money. Not to worry. Once a space is selected by an individual to be visited, a date and time is agreed between space agents and the individual, and a small fee is charged as transportation. We also charge 2% commission on short stay spaces and event spaces, and 5% commission on long stay spaces. Selinam, aside all these exciting features our app has, what really makes it stand out? What does control over your property mean?
As a landlord, you have the power. With listing your property with space agents, you have access to numerous residents in and out of the capital city looking for places to rent for short stay, long stay, or event spaces.
Personalized searching. How is it personal?
At the top of your button in your home and office, you have access to numerous numbers of properties we have listed on our app. There's something for everyone, don't you agree?
Options at the top of a button. What do you mean by that?
Space Agent runs 24/7. You are not looking for any agent, and at any time, at any place, you will definitely get something for you. Now, there's no need running to get a short stay for your family member who is coming for Afrochella. With Space Agent, you are rest assured you get something at the click of a button.
My home is quite far from my workplace. The right location for you. How does this help me?
With our embedded Google app, as you saw earlier, you can zoom in and zoom out to see the available properties around your workplace or even your boyfriend's house to make sure that you are closer to where your heart is.
Secure. I'm sure that's a word we all like to hear. Tell me more about how secure this app is.
With Space Agents, we do not sell your personal information to any third-party sources. With Space Agents, your information is very secure. Abigail, why should one then choose Space Agents?
Ladies and gentlemen, choose Space Agents because there are no more fraudulent agents. With our app, what you see is what you actually get. That is, we have our own agents whose job is to visit the various properties listed on the app to see if it is available and secure. Adheres to Ghana's rent control law. There is an agreement signed between the administrators of the app and the property owners, and this contract is based on Ghana's rent control law and the Rent Act of 1963. This actually protects the landlord and their property as well as the tenants. Free publicity for your event space. With Space Agents, you can post your home and apartment rental listing for free. That is, you are not charged to pay any amount when listing your property on the app. It also gives your property as much exposure as possible. The right space for you. The app contains a variety of listed property that the user can choose from based on their needs and budget. It also gives them the opportunity to make comparison between the rent of different apartments, and there are also no messy contracts.
Thanks, Abigail. As mentioned by my colleague, a contract is signed between Space Agents and the owner of the property to ensure that they adhere to the terms and conditions of the app and also adhere to the rent laws of the country. An agreement is also signed between the tenant and Space Agents to ensure that they adhere to the terms and conditions of the app and also are of good behavior whilst in the properties. Dear investors, worried about how our finances are looking like, not to worry. At the view of our beautiful dashboard displayed on the screen, you can track all our finances and activities at a glance. Thank you for your rapt attention and audience. Once again, we are Space Agents. Thank you.
That was Renas, ladies and gentlemen. Come again. Oh, but you thought I was one of you. I'm only speaking to my guest and you. That was Renas. I wasn't speaking to you again. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was their presentation. And I'm going to give our judges the opportunity to speak to us individually. Please, judges.
Thank you. I keep saying the same thing. Very good user interface. So I think the guys, Daniel, I think you've done a very good job in priming everyone for the UI. I enjoyed that presentation. I thought it was contextual in terms of what you were doing was clear. It's certainly an interface I could use. What I would like to see, I mean, you touched on the contract aspects of what you were doing. I would have liked to have seen how you manage disputes, and because typically you always, inevitably, there'll be disputes in rental agreements and that type of thing. How do you take the money? You know, is it held in an escrow account? You know, how is that part of the transaction administered? I would have liked to have known or seen that. That's number one. Number two, have you considered approaching other estate agents who may be not that familiar with how they can go about having a digital presence, and working with them to list some of their properties? It's certainly something that I think would be worthwhile doing. And then the other thing really is, how do you perceive competing with the likes of, let's say, Airbnb and all the other platforms that are there? And there are quite a lot that are international as well as local. How do you, see yourself competing against those well-established platforms? What are your unique points, selling points, or, I guess unique points that you can leverage as a local player, as a local service provider? Yeah, I think that's it from my side.
Okay, I wanted to answer one of the questions you posed concerning how we are going to attract landlords to us, how we are going to get into contact with them. Yeah, so when we're okay, can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, so when we were thinking about this, the question came up, we were thinking about it, and we thought about, whilst we were thinking about it, we came up that if we are to get landlords, usually all landlords have to do is to get an agent for their property, and the agent will connect them to whoever wants to get the property. But what we're thinking is that we couldn't find a way that we could get a landlord to willingly, like without paying them or anything, to actually subscribe onto our app. So we came up with it that if they come and they subscribe to our app, we'll give them a percentage of our firm, we'll give them equity. To say, we'll give them a percentage based on the value of the property that they actually bring to us. So if, like you were saying, the estate holders and all that, if they bring it and they tell us that they want to enlist or subscribe to our app, we already have a contract drafted for them. So we'll tell them, or we'll give it to them and see whether they actually agree to the amount of stake that we are going to give to them in our company. So what we were thinking was that in later years, we will buy them out after we are done. After we've secured a larger number of customers, we will buy them out. That's what we were thinking. We will buy the landlord who we gave equity to, we'll buy him out. That's what we were thinking.
Okay, so yes. So I think it's very straightforward. You've identified a solution. You place it. You support it with existing data, and you have provided a solution. I actually am so totally confused about what you just said. Giving stake of your company to landlords, because this is a straightforward issue. Landlords need to make rent, and so you are providing them a service, and so they should pay you for the service. And so yes, to list with you, it's either they're paying you to list with you, or when you rent out a property, you get a commission out of it. But splitting up your company into little bits for all the landlords, becomes messy. But you think about that. You think about that. But I think it's a very straightforward app. It solves a problem. It's straight to the point. But you can learn from existing apps that are on the market. But I think it's a great app.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with Ifya. Wonderful idea, because in the market right now, the whole renting scenarios are just ridiculous. The agent is getting money from the tenant and getting money from the landlord. This solves all of that. So you have a good product. Just see how best you can get the landlords in, because that's what you need. And that whole giving them equity, I don't think is a good idea either. So think about it and see how best you can get the landlords in, because you essentially take the agent out. And this is a wonderful product. I'm very excited about it.
Thank you. To answer one of your questions, I think you asked about how we are going to compete with other apps like these on the market. So we realize that if you check our values, we realize that most of the things that were listed, like the right space for you and the security and the contract, these things, people like legal stuff now because they know the power of a signed document. So for now, we are liaising on that. Like, we are actually focusing on that more to make a prospective tenant or a landlord who wants to list feel more safe and feel like you have power, because the tenant has signed a contract to be of good behavior and to conform to the terms and conditions of the app. The landlord has also signed a contract to, like, telling the tenant that I won't take 2 years, because 2 years is not in Ghana's rent laws. I won't take 2 years advance. The landlord cannot do that. I won't sack you out before 3 months notice. The landlord cannot do that. Anything that the law hasn't stated, the landlord cannot do. So that is what we are actually basing on to kind of distinguish ourselves and also make us, put us out there. Thank you.
Datos Renas. Interesting explanation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to move from my old place. The landlord wants 2 years. I'm serious, though. I'm not joking. In October, I'm telling you. So please do something so that I can be free.
We'll sort you out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Contact us.
I'll contact you. All right, so a round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. My microphones, please. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're left with the final presentation. But before we get them to come over here and present, I'd like to tease you all with last year's winner. She's here with us, Solis Mawina Asiaji. Please come around. She actually took the prize last year. Here she is. And then some of the old girls are also here. Please, if you're here, join us. I can even describe her to you, how she looked last year. She's gained a little weight. I won't say more. It's okay. All right, so they were here last year at the season 1. This is season 2, by the way. Excel Our Girls. And I wanted to find out from one of them, after last year, what is the remarkable thing that has happened to you after this training? Any one of you can answer.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It feels good to be back here and see a whole lot of things going on. So after our training last year, it built my love for data analytics. So I took up that field, my career path in that field. And then so far, it's been so good. I got the opportunity to sign up to other learning platforms similar to this. It was so easy from beginning because I had already gotten the foundation. And then also a build-up, it helped me recently. Just yesterday, I had an interview session. It was so cool because I had some skills they were looking out for. And I'm so grateful I had the foundation from here. Thank you so much, Finance.
Thank you. And last year's winner is working with Finex Skills Hub. Full-time worker, making money. All right, thank you very much. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. All right, so let's go to our final presentation for this afternoon. And I'd like to invite the Jaspers, color red, for the next presentation.
Hi everyone, hope we are all doing well. So in this presentation you can call me Jasper Amma, and to my right is Jasper Ann and Jasper Na. To my left is Jasper Adriana and Jasper Grace, and together we are the Jaspers. So don't be deceived, we are not your regular doctors, we are tech doctors, and today we are here to bring you the Doctor 360 app. This app is going to be the app that is going to solve your medical issues. And then, look, sit tight, relax, and enjoy the ride. This app is going to blow your mind away. It's nothing you have seen before. It's not only going to wow you, just as I said, it's going to blow your mind away. So, enjoy the ride.
Thank you very much, Jasper Amma. So, since childhood, there's always been the one most dreaded place for me to go to. And many of you are just like me. You really hate to go to the place I'm talking about. And by now, I'm sure, based on what she just told you and then the name of our app, you may be figuring out the place we are talking about. And that is the hospital. One, if we were to go around this room and then ask the various reasons why we hate to go to the hospital, there's going to be a tall list of reasons. And we have put together 6 of the top reasons why we know that people hate to go to the hospital. And this includes the long queues that we experience at the hospitals. I mean, there's already so much stress in our lives. We go to the hospital, you have to sit long hours just to see a doctor. Even our busy schedules do not afford us the time sometimes to even go out of our busy schedules just to visit the hospital. We also have transportation barriers. Just imagine if you were really sick and now have to go by the roadside to pick a cab to go to the hospital. That's a lot of stress. You also have the risk of contracting other diseases when you visit the hospital and so many others. How about those in the remote areas? They don't always have access to doctors physically. And then others also practice self-medication. So based on all of these reasons, Jaspers, which is a group of young female app developers, decided to develop an app which is going to interface doctors and patients and give them the opportunity to receive immediate access to healthcare at their doorstep. I'm now going to call on Jasper Adriana, who is going to tell us how the app works.
So our app has 3 main users: us, the patients, the doctors who work at hospitals, and the hospital administrator. So the patients is the first framework we're going to look at. So when the patient logs into the app, I'm Adriana, so I enter my name into the app, my patient profile. It has details like your name, your date of birth, your age is automatically computed when you put in your date of birth, your telephone number, and then your underlying medical conditions if you have any. After you save your profile, you have the chance to choose the hospital that you would like to attend. So Adriana is choosing the hospital that she prefers to go to. And then Adriana enters her symptoms, how she's feeling and why she wants to see the doctor. After entering your symptoms, there's a note that says, kindly note the consultation attracts a fee of 100 cedis. So you pay through mobile money or you pay through your bank to the number there, and then you put in your transaction ID and state your mode of payment. So after you've done this is the details of the present diagnosis you've entered. It shows your name, mode of payments, the hospital you've chosen, and other details. The hospital also gives us an opportunity to choose if you want to see specialists. So you have various specialists on our app. So we have neurologists and cardiologists that you can choose to book appointments with. So you book an appointment through our calendar, you put in the specialist that you want to see, the appointment date, and then the notification goes to the specialist for him to approve the appointment. So you can see your profile and your specialist appointments in the menu bar. So this is an overview of the patient's profile that they can edit as and when time goes on. So if your address changes or emergency contact changes, you can edit it from your My Profile. And in a situation where you want to visit a different hospital, you can also click on a different hospital and then enter your symptoms and then go to said hospital instead. So after the patient is done entering their details, all of this information goes to the hospital administrator to verify the said payment. So the hospital administrator has a log of all the patients in the hospital and also has the opportunity to verify patients for the appointments to be sent to the doctors. So the administrator tracks all cases, all patients, and from the back end uploads doctors onto the app. So this is an overview of all the patients in the hospital. And here the administrator is verifying the payment. So you have verified payments, and when you scroll down, the pending payments that were just entered. So you see Adriana not twice for her specialist appointment and her hospital appointment. So the admin clicks on the name and then verifies the payment. After the payment is verified, you can realize that the revenue will change from 0 to 100. That's the consultation fee. Now this is an overview of all the patients and the patient catalogs, their doctor's reports, and then the Google Meet ID that they had with the doctor previously. So this is how the doctor's reports looks like. So the doctor puts in the symptoms and then whatever condition the patient has here. Now this is the doctor's interface. So immediately the administrator verifies the payment. It comes to new cases. So this My Cases tab shows an overview of all the cases that the doctor has attended to. So you can see all his previous patients. And My Cases, new cases shows the 2 new cases that have been put into the app. So the doctor accepts the case using the tab there. After the case is accepted, the doctor organizes a Google Meet meeting with the patient to have a consultation and ask the patients how they are feeling and what is wrong with them. And after meeting the patient, the doctor uploads a patient's report that was showed earlier, putting in the symptoms and then the underlying health conditions of the patient. So this various data was put into a statistical dashboard to help us see the revenue and other financial statistics you can get from our app. So I invite Jasper now to go through our revenue dashboard.
All right, thank you very much, Jasper Adriana. So looking at this very beautiful dashboard, it clearly highlights the various portions that we would like to access in the app. And so at the top, you have a summary of the patients, the number of patients that have signed on to the app, the number of doctors, that's the general doctors and the specialists. And we also have, at the corner, we also are able to see the revenue that is being generated on the app. Then we also have the demographics of people that are signing on to the app. And so you would see that the number of males signed on to the app are 15, while the females are 25. And the age distribution for the patients. Now we are also able to see the number of times patients revisit the hospital so that we can assess as a hospital the number of times our patients are coming back again with issues. Then we can also see the cases that were reported in a particular month for a particular year. We are also able to tell the number of cases that are open and closed. So the open cases are those that have been addressed by the doctors, and the closed cases are those that have been attended to, and the open cases are those that are yet to be attended to. And then we also have the cases per the general doctors and the specialists, giving us details on how much doctors are performing, and even the best performing doctors, we have them over there. We are also able to tell for the hospitals, how many cases are they doing? Are they creating revenue? And that's to the side, revenue per hospital. So this gives us a snapshot of all of the things that we can access over the app. Our slices are also listed to the left, where we see the doctors, the specialist name, and the hospitals, so that we can identify and specialize for each particular doctor or hospital what we want to see for the app. Now, if we want to talk about the benefits of the app, there's no other person to do the job than Jasper Ann. And so I'll call her to the podium to do this.
Okay, thank you very much, Jasper. Now, so we know that Dr. 360 is a telemedicine app that is connecting the patient to the doctor. So in recent research, it says that the market size of healthcare mobile app is estimated to be $17.92 billion and is expected to grow by 45% in the nearest future. With this, we can see that telemedicine app like Dr. 360 is the future. And whether you are a doctor or a patient here, you can be rest assured to enjoy numerous benefits from the app. So as a hospital, Dr. 360 helps to connect your patients to your doctors. And this is seemingly easy, and your patients can easily book appointments, book appointment, and the doctor can send the link to the patient, and the patient easily gets the interaction with the doctor, gets the needed treatments they need. As a hospital too, you saw that we listed some hospitals and their ratings. Dr. 360 helps you connect new customers to the app by viewing your ratings and knowing which professional to choose. Yeah. As a patient, I know that sometimes when we go to the hospital for trivial matters, you can't really express yourself as you want because there is a long queue. A lot of people want to see that same doctor. Dr. 360 is saying that stay at home, log into the app, input your symptoms, and then a doctor will let you interact with the doctor and let you know what is wrong with you, and you can have your report via PDF. Now, in our SDG era, where SDG number 3 is our healthcare goal, which is to ensure healthy lives and well-being of all people, Dr. 360 is here to help you do that. Now, I would like to invite Jasper Amma to go through the business model with us.
Okay, so we want to analyze our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and some of our threats. So some of our strengths is that not only do we give you access to medical health care, we give you immediate access to medical health care. We also give you access to specialists worldwide, and we also have the option to book online appointments with them. So some of our weaknesses is that we want to improve upon the seamless navigation to allow for interoperability within the app. What we mean is that most of our users are people who need medical attention. So we want to build our app in such a way that it is very easy to access the app. I mean, you are sick and you don't have a lot of energy to be entering your name and all of that. So we want to work on that. And for now, our only channel of meeting the doctors is the Google Meet. We also want to introduce other channels so that it will meet all our clients' base. Some of the opportunities is that we want to partner with fintechs for easy payments, which means that we want to secure our clients' financial information so that it's not out there, and want to build a more sophisticated database to store our clients' information. To store the patient's information. And then some of our threats is that MedAid has an in-house pharmacy and is able to provide pricing for drugs. And we are not only going to introduce an in-house pharmacy and be able to provide pricing for drugs. We are also going to allow pharmacies to be able to also list on the Dr. 360 app so that there are lots of options. So we want to take you through the business operations, how our revenue is generated, and then I would like to invite Jasper Grace to take us through that.
Thank you. So with this section, we are going to discuss our business model. The business model seeks to capture the value we intend to deliver to our customers. So we'll first start with our key partners. We intend to partner with fintechs to ensure that transactions are made easy and secure when using the app. Our core activities is developing the app, maintaining the app. We will also engage in intensive marketing to ensure that the brand is known throughout the country. And lastly, we are open to add additional features to the app as required by the hospital. We aren't only just creating an app and giving it to the hospitals. We are giving out other resources, such as our expert knowledge. That is, we are going to train hospital administrators on how to run the app. We are also going to collect and maintain database of these customers. We are associating our intellectual brand, which is the Dr. 360, to other hospitals. And most importantly, we are also providing a flexible e-payment option on the app. Now, let's talk about the value proposition. With the value proposition, we say we are providing high quality medical care at the patient's convenience. So now, how do we make money with Dr. 360? First, we are going to charge hospital subscription fee, which is an initial $500 is going to be paid by the hospitals, and a monthly subscription fee of 500 cedis every month. And on the other side, the hospitals will be making money through the consultation fee that is paid by the patient. And how do we invest our money? We are investing our money in R&D, data cost center. We all know that people want to protect their information. So we are going to invest in SQL to ensure that data is managed well and also protected. We are also going to invest in app maintenance, marketing and sales. Since we want the app to be known throughout the country, we are going to undertake intensive marketing to ensure that. And we are also going to pay our employees for the app development. Lastly, let's talk about our customer section. With our customer section, we are going to have a B2B customer relationship with our customers because we are giving the app to the hospitals. So it's a business-to-business customer relationship that we'll be developing, and channels at which we will be approaching them will be B2B sales approach. We're also going to have a website where they can go and read about us and also reach out to us to make further inquiries. Our customer segment is primarily the hospital, age 18 and above, all genders, and for now we are targeting the Greater Accra region, and in the near future we are looking forward to expanding to the other regions. Thank you.
Okay, I told you. I can see from your faces that you are all blown away. So with this presentation, if you think of anything medical, think of Dr. 360. Dr. 360, quality healthcare at your doorstep. Thank you.
Hold on. You don't go anywhere. Please stand. Dr. 360. What? Oh. I was talking to my guest. Ladies and gentlemen, what is it with all of them selling their apps for $500? I don't get it. Is it for a month or for a year? The initial stuff. Hey. All right, so one thing that I wanted to find out from you quickly before we go to our judges, you were talking about a patient or a client, listing out their symptoms to the doctor on their Dr. 360. There are some patients that I know, no matter how you ask them, what are they feeling? What they tell you is opposite from when they meet the doctor direct. They'll tell you it is their heart. But when they get to the doctor, and the doctor presses here, say, oh, Mrs. I'm serious. How are you solving that?
Okay, so the very first step is that when the patient signs in and enters their symptoms, the doctor would have a call with them and they would be able to have a virtual consultation. And then the doctor sends a report with their recommendations. If the doctor sees that it's not very acute, they could give a recommendation that they should come to the hospital to meet with them. So they book an appointment.
Okay, thank you. Dr. 360, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to allow our judges to speak.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dr. 360. It's much more like healthcare at your fingertips, right? But maybe I might be a little bit biased because healthcare is my area, but there are some disconnects. It's a great app. You're trying to solve accessibility to healthcare, which is awesome. But I like the rural area healthcare issues where accessibility is a real problem, because you're in the urban area, more often than not you have at least 3 to 5 healthcare facilities around you. Unfortunately, our setup of healthcare in Ghana, primary healthcare, tertiary healthcare, makes urban areas have easier access to healthcare. So if you're trying to solve accessibility, why would you not be where it's not accessible? And in our healthcare infrastructure, you have, yes, pharmacies, which are actually the first point of call for most healthcare needs. For people go to the pharmacy or to your chemical seller. And so being able to access them on an easy to use interface will be very critical. And I don't see, health insurance, because accessibility, cost of healthcare impacts accessibility. But if you put in, you don't give me an option, health insurance or private this thing, and that I think should also feature in. And the ease of use, there's this, let me talk a little bit about this. There's several health insurance, private health insurance programs where you sign up, you pay, I think, 1 cedi or 2 cedis every month. And when you need the service, you can go in and ask for the service. I think that might be a good link up to this, because you already are in, you already have a product, you already are part of a service, you're signed up. So when you really need the service, all you go in is to this. So this is a good link to other existing products that can boost your client base and also help your product have a very large spread. But when you're talking accessibility, fiscal accessibility, I think you should go more rural, and make the app simpler so that it's a press and you get a solution. And there wasn't any health transportation, because health transportation is also key. So am I able to call an ambulance? Am I able to call an Uber or something? So these are things that I think if you incorporate into your app, it makes it much more real. Yeah. But I think it's great. You're trying to solve a real problem, and you're definitely on the right path.
So thank you so much for this. Very interesting. Obviously, there's some of these apps all over the place globally. My question is, so you're going straight to the doctor. There's no step between the person who's sick and the doctor. We all know that the reason why we have challenges, people getting to see the doctors, is because we do have a shortage, whether we like it or not. We don't have enough doctors. So why aren't you putting a step in so that they can see maybe a nurse to assess and see if they need to even see a doctor or not, okay? So that at least you don't send everybody to go and see the doctor. There are not enough of them to go around. as it is. And we have funny stories about that. One doctor who visits like 6 hospitals. So I'm just imagining that one doctor, if you're looking for the specialist, and you don't ask to see the GP first, because usually you have to see the primary care physician first, and then they refer you to a specialist. So you don't go straight to see a specialist. You go straight to see the GP, and then you go to the specialist. So just think through it a little bit more, see where the nurses can offer a service, and then the regular general GP can offer a service, and then the specialist. Otherwise, you're going to create more problems for the specialist than solving the issue. I don't know if you thought about it already, but let's see how you incorporate that in. But contrary to what Ifya is saying, this definitely is not for the rural area. This is for Accra. I don't see how people in the village, those who don't have access, I'm thinking about the person in the village where there's no even electricity, let alone, yeah, they have phones, but I'm sure it's more yams than your touch. So it doesn't solve that problem either way. But let's see, maybe we can do something else for the rural areas.
And I think maybe you need to get a deeper, like a deeper view of the healthcare infrastructure that we have, because I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot here. And if I go into this app, if I'm in a rural area somewhere and I go into this app, I won't see myself in this app. And what you want for your audience is for them to identify with what your app is offering them. So if I'm in my village in the boonies in the Brong-Ahafo region, and I really need to see a healthcare professional, and I have to contact someone in Accra, it defeats the purpose of your app. When I could have seen maybe a pharmacist, or I can talk to the CHIPS compound, the community nurse, So let's boost it up so that it's relevant. And
she wants to say something.
Hello. So in our business model, we mentioned that it's for Greater Accra at the moment. For now, it's for Greater Accra. So we are looking to expand to the rural areas, but this app, for now, is for Greater Accra.
Also, we made mention that it's a B2B connection. So if there's a hospital in that rural area, we can get it listed on the app, and they'll just...
Yeah, but I wanted to find out, what's the case with our traditional doctors? Because, oh no, I'm serious. I mean, if you look at what is going on around Accra, a lot of traditional hospitals are being opened, whether you want to go there or not. I've been to 1 or 2 before. So as much as you're looking at the hospitals and private hospitals, they are also part of it. Don't you think so? Yeah. Please continue.
Yeah, it's a good point. I was just following up on a couple of the comments made by Jocelyn and Ifya. I think there's definitely, from me, let's start with my comments first of all. I think the potential for branding is fantastic here in terms of what you're offering. That's my first comment. I think you need, in order to leverage from all of this, you need to align yourself with an insurance company of sorts, someone like Enterprise, or, there are so many out there. You can offer, obviously think this through properly in terms of the key steps, get a better understanding of what the critical aspects are of providing this type of telehealth care. There are a number of things that I personally was uncomfortable with, because I felt the focus was more for the doctor rather than the patient. Give me your money and then I'll tell you a story. There wasn't the, okay, let's try and understand what your challenges are before taking your money, before taking that 100 cedis. If it's the last 100 cedis I have, and I don't describe my problem or my symptoms that well, then I've lost out. So I would much prefer more of a consultation or consultative period before paying the money. And that's where maybe what Joycelyn suggested, or was it Joycelyn or Ifia, about having a nurse, some kind of interface to do the screening, to really understand before taking the money. That's the number one. The linkages with the insurance companies, linkages with pharmacies, all of those can provide very good uplift for this app. It gives you the scale that you would need, because you mentioned B2B, that is your B2B straight away. You're having many people at the same time accessing this, who understand it as well. I would start off with that first and foremost in terms of how you apply, and try and grow from there. I made a lot of notes, but those were some of the key ones. I think also the doctor, the physician that I'm seeing, how do I know that's the right person that I need to see or want to see? At the end of the day, you pulled up a profile of the doctor. If I'm sick, I don't really know that doctor from Adam. I would need some kind of advice on what he's a specialist in, what he does, some kind of track record. I think there just needs to be a bit more thought that's given to, I would say, the life cycle of how it really works, the interaction, how it works. But this is not distracting from the fact that this is an excellent app, has a lot of potential. You just need to put some additional thought in some of the key areas, because I'm not a health expert, but I think the moment a health expert sees this, they'll be able to it's probably even worth getting in a health expert to give you the concise consulting on how this could be leveraged to address a lot of the healthcare needs in the country. And finally, this, yes, for Accra, but I think what you should do is develop an additional app that appeals to some of the rural areas, the district level, because they are also crying out for resources. This can be a resource management tool to take the pressure off some of the doctors that are really, unable to reach some of their patients. So I would really see a splitting off of this into two. Your urban version, which can be this, with your linkages to pharmacies and well-established healthcare outlets, and then your district level, rural level healthcare provision. I would like to see that from a philanthropic point of view as well. I think that's what we're all here for. So let's try and do those things as well. But those are my comments. Excellent, very good presentation. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jaspers. Thank you. Excellent presentation. Red and white. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are through with the presentation, and we're going to quickly move into the proper graduation ceremony. And to help us with our first presentation, I'd like to call on Ms. Ifia Apia. A round of applause for her, please. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you joined us, you know, in the middle of the event, just so you know that this is Excel Our Girls graduation ceremony and app competition, which you all witness. 4 teams, red, green, yellow, and then blue. And before we get to the winner for this year, we'd like to go into the graduation ceremony because they've all gone through the training and it's all right, so we're going to start with Team Blue, ladies and gentlemen. First to receive the certification is Marilyn Naya Denchi. A round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Officially, she is a graduate of Excel Our Girls, a collaboration between Finex Skills Hub and then Think Thrice. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to Ernestina Mensah Otabel. Ernestina, please give us a moment and please have your seat. I'll call you, okay? You come again. Giftina Efriye Abebio. Yeah. Congratulations to you, Nadia Aneboom Shiti. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, Rachel Damson. Congratulations, Rachel. Kote na Kwako Araba. Congratulations to you too. Tech Heroes picking their certificates. Congratulations once more. Let's look at Team Green, go-getters. And we're going to start with Lorinda Edu. Congratulations, Lorinda. Ernestina Mensah Otabel. Congratulations. Sandra Corantin. Congratulations, Sandra. Maria Esther Mole. Congratulations. Antonia Asiye Akbado. And then finally for the go-getters, Victoria Mensah. Thank you. And a huge thank you to Ms. Ifya Apia. To help us with our next presentation, I'd like to call on Madam Joycelyn Kwanzaa. She's going to present certificates to yellow and red. Let's start with yellow. That was the. What's it then? That was the. Musubainvi. Josephina Dede Ato. Congratulations to you, Josephine. Haibo Edem Ajo Abigail. Congratulations. We also have the backdrop outside, so after this, you can go and take as many pictures as you want with your family members and friends. Ama Anochiwa Anochi. Congratulations to you, Ama. Laurentia Edu. Angela Abena Puma Boateng. Congrats. Selinam Abla Shabashi. So that's it for Team Yellow. Let's look at Team Red, the Jaspers. And let's start with Grace Osei Megasi. Congratulations to you. Let's move on now to Anne Rachel Atubia Tego. Congratulations to you, Anne. Adriana Ano. Congrats. Na Okali Aise. Dorothy Ama Owusu. Congratulations to you. A huge thank you to you, Madam Joycelyn. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, our students, our girls have gone through their graduation ceremony. Officially, they have their certificates. They can go to the world. And then wow us, Dr. 360 Craft connect, and so on and so forth. Go and create more. You've been advised, and then comments have been given by our judges. Include them in what you've already done and build upon it, and then go and bless the world with what you have learned. All right, so throughout the training, ladies and gentlemen, the girls went through a lot. And to come this far to the graduation, which you and I are witnesses to, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have so much to share with you, but I believe that there's a gentleman here who actually was part of day one till today. So I'm going to call him so that he can share that briefly with us, just for 3 minutes. Mr. Barton, please join me here. Round of applause for him.
Okay, so thank you very much. I'll make this very brief. This is our second season. And as I mentioned, the idea is to make our girls independent with tech skills. So last season we did Python. They are here. And this is an improved version where our goal is to add data analytics to any of the coding platforms, right? So this season we did data analytics with Excel. They had a very broad introduction. So in fact, the dashboards that you saw were done 100% by the ladies. Please give it up for them. I saw some of the dashboards and I was scratching my head because I was still trying to, break it down, right? So they went through that data analytics phase with Excel. Then after they got that foundation, we were now able to let them link it with app development, right? So this time around, we chose AppSheet because it's accessible. There are more tools that you can use, Power Platform from Microsoft, okay? And next season, we are going to try SQL, just to broaden our skill set. And as I said, all the teams were on board. Priscilla, Na, Ernest, Osbert, Daniel, everybody was on board to make sure that they were well equipped. And normally what we do is that we break them into teams with mentors, right? So they'll be introduced to you very soon. Then they work very hard for 10 weeks. In fact, that's the usual plan. They come first day orientation, and then they come to us every Saturday from 9 to 12. Sometimes they stay an extra hour, 9 to 1. And they've been very, very consistent throughout this. When it rains, they are there. They meet online, on campus, and all those things to get it done. So we appreciate your efforts. And I think at this point, we will be presenting the best team, right? So I'll be staying behind, and I also have a very special package in this envelope, which is going to be given to the best student. Yes. So well done, all of you, and then I'll come in after, hopefully, the best team has won. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boateng. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to reveal to you the best team for today and this year. Who do you think is the winner? Team Red? Team Red? Oh, I can't hear you. Team Green? Yellow? Blue? And how about my team? That's all right. So this is what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to distinguished judges just to find out the details of who is taking the day and this year. Solace, our past winner, is also in the house, and I'm sure that when we pick the overall winner for today and this year, she will join them so that we can have a party. All right, so let me go to my respective judges. Well, they are collating the results, so let me just give them a moment as they do so. In the meantime, I think I would have to go back to my sponsors, because without the sponsors, I don't think we will get this going. Excel Our Girls, ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, is heavily budgeted, because the girl child is being given the opportunity to be part of what is going on in this world. And as much as you would notice Men are mostly given the opportunity. But this time around, the world is changing. Women are taking over. This year alone, a lot of women are taking positions that we had no idea that it can be taken by women. But they're doing it, and we need to support them, because if you don't support them, when they get the money, they won't give you. As for me, I will support them so that I can chop the money small. Because at the end of the day, a man can do it, a woman can also do it at some point. So let's give them that due respect. So I'm going to go over my sponsors. I know City TV is one of my sponsors. A round of applause for them. BFT is also one of them. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Helen Okoye, right inside the United Kingdom. Oh, please, let's give it for her. Miss Ruth Aite, Mrs. Seriam Mofori Atta, Ghana, and then Adventure Capital Partners. And Excel Our Girls is a collaboration between Finest Skills Hub and Think Thrice. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the banners right here. So kindly give yourself the opportunity when we are through with here, just to read one or two, take a screenshot of it, and then forward it to someone that you think might be interested in what is happening here. It is about coding and helping girls build programming languages like Python, AppSheet, like I said earlier on, etc. So this is where the world has moved to, and we need to catch on, and we're giving our girls the opportunity. Judges, are we ready? All right, so let me go to our respective judges. And
no, but you know, before, and I know this might sound trite, but every team was a winner here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Every team excelled in everything, in their presentation, in their problem solving. So definitely, maybe one person has to win, but they all definitely brought their A game. And it's impressive. It's impressive because as an Excel user, I don't see how I can move from where I am to where they are. So definitely, I am impressed. And this is, I think this is an awesome project. I think it's
a round of applause for all the teams, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we're going to have the last words from you before we present the winner for today.
So, like, Ifya, I was very, very impressed. So, as an HR person and a talent acquisition person, I'm constantly looking out for women. Actually, my organization has tasked me with finding women doing technology in our technical functions, because we always find the women in the other functions. And when it comes to finding them in technology, we struggle. So, very excited about this group. I'm definitely going to be contacting you guys because I found some really good people that we can definitely use. So very impressed about the output, the work they put in. And to think it was just over 10 weeks, I'm really blown away, really.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Dochi.
Yes, sir.
One word from you, or one sentence like this.
One sentence?
Yeah, just one sentence.
Oh.
I just started for you.
I struggle to give one sentence.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, it's more the impressive level that everybody has been able to attain, you know, and I think there are different measures here, and you know, for me, it's a bit cheap to make it a numbers game. Actually, it's simplifying it too much. You know, I think what the girls have been able to achieve far goes beyond the numbers. It's the camaraderie you see. You know, I don't have to turn back to see that everybody is energized. They're all cheering for each other, regardless of the teams. So, you know, in the 10 to 12 weeks in which they've been working together on various projects, they've built up that rapport between themselves. That in itself is worthwhile and is worthy of what we're trying to achieve here. I'm also very excited about what Joycelyn has said about being able to close the loop, which is a big deal. You know, it's all well and good having these skills. You know, they're potential graduates going out into the open world. They need those well, I wouldn't even say vocational. They need essential skills that set them apart from the rest. So it's great that we're able to give them something that gives them that edge, you know, that shows the tenacity in their attitude, that they can come to a program in addition to what they're doing. I think that's another thing that we need to understand. It's in addition to what they normally do, and they've showed that commitment. So for me, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to the next season. But for this season, we have our results.
And we definitely have our results. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the results? Okay, let me go over the results. We had a 106, 118, 121, and then 120. That's what we had. And ladies and gentlemen, let's start from the bottom. Oh, I didn't say it well. It's okay. Okay, let's start from under. Let's start from number 4. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, number 4 for this year, 106 go-getters. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about the numbers, like Mr. Dochi said. So please, don't be alarmed by the numbers that I'm mentioning. The most important thing is you've gone through the training and you're going to carry it into the world. All right. So let's go to number 3. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so 106 go-getters, please come around for your envelope. Placing number 4 for this year. Okay, so all right, so since you have everybody here for Team Green, we have a special envelope for you. Okay, all right. So not an envelope, please, for you. All right. A handshake will do, or what do you think? All right, that's just my way, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Mrs. Dochi is going to congratulate them. 106, congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, 3rd place goes to, and it's 118, Tech Heroes. Tech Heroes 118. Congratulations to you. 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen, 120. The Jaspers, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to you, the Jaspers. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, excel our girls. I can deduct a mark. I'll do that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Excel Our Girls App Competition winners with 121 points. With a round of applause, Datos Renas. Datos Renas, congratulations to you. They have a special envelope, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats. Datos Renas. But you, Datos Renas, I don't get you. Initially, when I was mentioning your name, there's always a slogan that comes with it. After picking your envelopes, the Jaspers. I intentionally did that. Datos Renas. Datos Renas. I beg you, my 10% inside every envelope will be deducting because I'll be coming for it. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming to you on TV network called Skills Hub. Find it Skills Hub and then think thrice. This is the TV station bringing you the breaking news. Are you watching us? My name is Nana Kwesikwetia and I'm with Mrs. Yvonne Delchi. And the headline is $100 for each team. A round of applause. Thank you for the round of applause for each team. Hold on. And it's coming from our wonderful, distinguished lady judges, Mesa Pia and Madam Joycelyn Dankwa. $100. A round of applause for them. Oh, that's good. The both of you. Mr. Me $100 ni BY. Mr. Me here BY. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to the best student, and is sponsored by Adventure Capital Partners. And to help with the presentation, I'd like to call on Mr. Bernard Obin Boatin to go through with the criteria and then the basis for giving out the best student. Please, a round of applause for him.
Okay, so I'm back here again, very brief, just to give you the criteria. Of course, we looked at their submissions, the work that they did. They were given assignments, so we worked directly with their supervisors, and then they gave us their total score. Now, beyond the total score, we also looked for consistency, right? Some of them were very dedicated. So in terms of taking initiatives and then supporting their team members and all that, we considered that. Okay, so a lot of deliberations went on among the 8 of us. And I would like to especially invite one man who has been very supportive in our drive to pass on skills to undergraduates before they come out of school. So we are working hand in hand with the University of Ghana Business School. We train in data analytics, financial modeling. We started last year. We finished our first phase. Next semester, we'll be doing data analytics with Power BI, and then they will exit with financial modeling. So I would like to help me welcome Professor Justice Baoli, the Dean of the University of Ghana Business School. So Prof, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, so without wasting much time, we deliberated and it was a bit straightforward, I must say. All of you did very well. So we need one person to accept the award on your behalf, right? And then read a short speech on your behalf, right? So this is directly for all of you. So we agreed that the best student for season 2 should be Na Okaile Aite. So Na Okaile Aite is our best student for season 2. So now everything in there.
Na Okale, best students, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to you. Prof, we are grateful. We are grateful. Continue to work with us. All right, now, if I don't know Benjamin for you, if I want to cry now, I ask him. Menyan in India, but not the actual student will not the best. Well, back in why you come get kina alumini? Why you come get kina? What push you told you about? And be honest, no go Okay, so she's got a speech that she's going to deliver. It's more like the queen of, Gamashi. I will remove you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm really grateful for this award. Yesterday was my birthday, and one of the things that I did was to sit back and just count my blessings, naming them one by one, recognizing how well God has dealt with me. And one of the things that I wrote, even before I received the call that I was going to do the speech, was getting into the Finex program, that's the Excel Our Girls program, because of the wealth of knowledge and skills that I had received over the 10 weeks and the experience that I had gained and the passion and the drive that has been birthed out of me even throughout this project. And so I'm really grateful for this award. Science tells us that to every action, there's an equal reaction. And so if there was any form of diligence and hard work that was seen in me, it's as a result of the consistency of our amazing tutors. And I really want to thank them so much for putting in all the efforts that they gave us throughout the entire period. I called Daniel so many times. I'm sure he's tired of me by now. And Daniel, Priscilla, Na, Bernard, everyone, you've all been amazing. Thank you so much for your support. To my cohort of girls, you've been truly amazing. There's so much quality in all of us, and I look forward to collaborating with you on future projects. And to my family, my friends, all of you that have been supportive, I'm really grateful. So I'll just end by saying that I'm really grateful. For those of you who don't know me, my name is now Kindly Aite. I'm helped of God, and I believe that I'm going to do well in the future. So I look forward to breaking barriers and doing amazing things in the nearest future. So thank you, Finex, for contributing to my success. Thank you so much.
Na Okale. Okambrofusu. Okambrofupa. Oh, nah, I'm impressed. But the envelope, 10%, why? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up. And to help us with the vote of thanks, no, before the vote of thanks, don't rush, Kwesi. Hold on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, to give the students the opportunity to speak to all of us, as the teams came and presented, at least one person should be able to carry all the thoughts, their comments, their blessings that they have received, so that they can share that with all of us. And to do this, I'd like to call on Josephine Nadede Ato. Please, a round of applause for her. She's going to give a word to all of us. As much as it's going to be short, it's powerful because it's coming from all the teams.
Thank you.
So on behalf of all the teams, I'm here to present a little token from our hearts. It's not much, but we really appreciate what Finex has done. Like lunch, every meeting. That's the one for me. Breakfast, our t-shirts, 2 t-shirts. I mean, we are very grateful, Bernard and team. So we gathered together a little token to appreciate what you've done, and we hope this will be invested to help the next season. So if Bernard is here to receive that. Thank you.
Thoughtful students, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for them again. A little something, but it means a lot. You have planted at the right place, a fertile ground that fed you, and I'm really blessed by this gesture that you just performed. I'm grateful. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on as we get into the vote of thanks. And to help us to do this, I'd like to respectfully call on Ms. Efia Apia, vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. And, you know, we look at the world of work. I can remember when I left Legon in 1998. I know. And it was a totally different landscape, totally different. The skills I needed to excel was basic Microsoft Word. I just needed to know how to, not even PowerPoint. At that point, it wasn't even, I just needed to know how to type my long essay, which there was only one computer in my faculty, which was the Faculty of Greek. So we'll go to the library and book to use that computer to type our thesis. It was a different landscape. And so when we stand at this precipice and we look into the world of work and we see the skills that are needed, and we come here and we see those skills being so professionally given to women, it's mind-blowing. And I must admit, my mind has been blown today. And so I will take the opportunity to thank Finex Skills Hub. You know, Finex, you know, I follow them on LinkedIn, and when I see them, I go and try and be doing some Excel skills, but now I see they do so much more than that. This is amazing. I would like to thank Think Thrice. Think Thrice. Think Thrice, yes. This is a vision that can only be built on. Because we look across the country, we look at the skills that are available, we look at the skills that women have to be empowered, to have that ripple effect, to empower themselves, their families, their communities, and to empower the nation. These are the skills we're talking about. This is where investment must go. And I would like to thank everyone here. No, the girls, I'll thank you later. Everyone here who is supporting a girl to get that skill that can change her life. Because dependence is something of the past. We're looking for independent thinkers, independent earners, because that is the only way out of virtually every situation. And so to get the skill that can set you apart from everyone else, that is the best decision you can make for yourself. So I go on to the ladies. You know, you've been amazing. And I must admit, you know, I maybe I've become a little jaded, but when I'm called to come to any program, I'm like, you know, it's just another program. But this has been an excellent program. I have been amazed at your level of skill. And I know 10 weeks might be, if you tell me to take a program for 10 weeks, I'll be like, really, 10 weeks? I don't have 10 weeks. But you have shown me that in 10 weeks, you can be transformed. And that is the transformation we need. For you to take that time to allow yourself to be transformed, that is definitely recommendable. And so I would like to thank you for doing that. I would like to thank you for the solutions. I would like to thank you for your open-mindedness. And I would like to thank you for accepting to be transformed, because that is the starting point to it all. So thank you so much. And I'll thank the judges. I'd like to thank the judges. It was, it definitely was a good place to be, a good place to spend an afternoon. And so thank you so much. And we look forward to session 3. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, 10%, I'll be taking it. And when you were thanking the judges, you forgot about yourself. So thank you very much, Mr. Pierre. Thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, so we are almost through, but before that, I'd like to call on the judges to join me here as we're about to take a group picture. And all the teams, please come over. All the teams, let's do this quickly. And then I'd like to call on Finance Skills Hub and then Think Thrice. If you're here, please join them too so that we can quickly take that group picture. And then finally, I'd like to call on the Dean, who is right here with us, to join us. Ghana Business School. And we all support to excel our girls, ladies and gentlemen. The only business school in Africa. Yeah. So this is it. The group picture. All the members, please join us. Let's take the group picture. Uh-huh. Are we good? Are we ready? Say cheese. Say good. All right, so did you bring your certificates around? Oh, quickly bring a couple of them. Let's fly it in the air as we take a picture. Students alone, students alone, students alone. Just a few of you, that's all. Let's fly the certificates. The whole world should see that you have your certificate. A ban coding, we a big woman. A ban programming languages, your friend Python, app sheet, the Akano. Also a chef for home. Yes. Let's fly it in the air and then a group picture would also make it look beautiful. Thank you. All right, so are you ready for this one? Oh, give it to anyone. Just give it to anyone, that's all. Fly your certificates in the air, but don't let them fall. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, thank you, thank you. Thank you to our respective judges, and then the Dean, Professor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful day right here at the University of Ghana Business School. Excel, our girls' graduation ceremony and app competition. We are through with it. We are grateful for your attendance, for showing your support to all our sponsors, and also to our very able judges. They've done your work and they've done it honorably. And then also to the organizers of this very event, Think Thrice, and then Finance Skills Hub. My name is Nana Kwesi Kwetia. I'm grateful for this opportunity to always be part of the team. Before we go, we're going to go into the closing prayer. We started with opening prayer, so I'm going to call Mr. Abuaje. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you. Please let's bow down our heads in prayer. Father, we thank you for such a wonderful day we've had. We thank you for the successes chalked in this exercise. We thank you for strength, for wisdom, for the knowledge you've given to us. We thank you for the sponsors, even the vision bearers, those who have allowed themselves to be transformed. We pray that, Lord, let this be the medium of change in our world. In our exercise of wisdom, we pray that, Lord, let us be change makers. Let this not die with us, but let this vision go past our generation. Let us, O God, get encounters with you just because we have associated ourselves with Finex. We pray, O God, that sponsors beyond what we have seen will abound unto us, unto such a good work. Even as we live here, we live with your presence. Be with us now and forevermore. Let's say amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, every time I was here in DBB refreshment, it is right at that corner when you come out of this door. So please, it's time for refreshment and networking. We've got our backdrop at the side. When you move towards the right side, there's a backdrop and you turn right. You can take as much or as many pictures as you want. So please, thank you all for coming. A huge thank you to our judges once more. Finance Skills Hub and then Think Thrice. God bless you all. And then next year, we hope to see you. We're going to be greater, better, and more. Please make sure you take your refreshment before you go. Thank you very much.